Good afternoon, Lawndale. Good afternoon and welcome to Lawndale. We are so honored to have you here today to celebrate with us as we close out another year, another successful fiscal year. Another opportunity to get to know what has been happening in this wonderful city, and an opportunity to hear about some of the great opportunities that are before us. I would like to start my speech by thanking or giving a hearty thank you to our city employees, all of our staff, for they work tirelessly around our community. You see them in our parks, community center, our administration, and throughout all of our departments. But along with our colleagues, we just want to say a thank you to our city staff. Along with my colleagues today that are here joining me is Mayor Pro Tem Larry Rudolph, Councilman James Osborne, Councilman Pat Kearney, he's Patrick, and in his absence, Councilman Daniel Reed. And also with our city manager, Steve Mandoki. Where is Mr. Mandoki? With that, I am proud to say once again that the state of the city of Lawndale is in excellent condition. In other words, the heart of the South Bay is still beating, and beating strong. In addition to the colleagues that I just acknowledged, I also want to thank and recognize the presence of our city clerk, Bernadette Flores. Bernadette. And I want to give a big thank you out to Norm Wilson, the president of the chamber, and all the board of directors for putting on this wonderful event. Bishop Tom Murray, thank you for those wonderful words of inspiration. You're always a guiding light here in the city of Lawndale, and we appreciate that inspiration, those inspiring words. I also like to note the presence of my wife, Lena Pullen. Right. Now, let's find out what's been going on in the city of Lawndale. This past year, we have seen some significant occurrence in our city departments. In October 2014, our deputy city manager retired after serving 10 years in the community development department. The city recently hired Joe Perez. Where's Joe Perez? Wave your hand so they'll know who you are, Joe Perez. Hired Joe Perez as our new community development director, and we look forward to the direction and to the focus that he will bring to the department. Furthermore, the community at large is beginning to see an economic turnaround, as the departments have seen an increase in development application for several single-family homes and condominium units. Although these projects are in their early stages, this is a positive sign that the housing development is starting to pick up steam here in the city of Lawndale. These new developments will result in a higher housing quality, beautifications of vacant land, and an increased property tax revenue to the city. According to the 2014 County Assessor's Office, Lawndale's assessed values increased by 4% from 2013 to 2014. In these challenging times, that is very good news. This past year, our Public Works Department realized many improvements throughout the community. These improvements was constructed with Measure R grant funding in the amount of $1,500,000. They included upgrades to sidewalks, traffic signals to facilitate vehicle traffic, bicycles, and pedestrians as they travel our busy streets. And speaking of streets, as you drive through the city of Lawndale, if you haven't drove through here in a while, you would notice that we've made a number of improvements to our streets last year, and that our roads are much more smoother than ever before. And that is real good news for your car, right? So we appreciate all the hard work of our maintenance staff. Our road projects were divided up into two projects. Community Development Block Grant funded projects included the rehabilitation of 156th Street and 153rd Place, as well as other streets. Additionally, we was able to use our Proposition C funding as well as Measure R funding to improve Buren Avenue right out here, as well as 169th Street, Freeman Avenue, Condon Avenue, and other streets. Now, these are positive advancements that the community can immediately realize and appreciate. The Public Works Department, it was really busy. They also oversaw the replacement of playground equipment at 3 of our parks, William Green, Jane Addams, and Roger Anderson. The new playground equipment included the replacement of a rubberized floor surface and other amenities at William Green Park. Meanwhile, Jane Addams and Roger Anderson parks enjoyed a complete replacement of aging playground equipment. These playground equipment each complies with the Consumer Product Safety Commission guidelines, and they are ADA compliant. Something that is near and dear to me is the improvement of equipment for our families and our children to have a safe and fun place to play. That is of great significance. We appreciate the hard work of our maintenance staff in keeping our streets, our sidewalks, and our public facilities and parks clean and accessible to all. In 2014, the City of Lawndale received a prestigious award from the Southern California chapter of the American Public Works Association for the Roger Anderson renovation project. Rogers Fields Park playing field had a number of low spots, and because of that, the old drainage system made it virtually impossible to play on the field. However, plans were prepared for regrades and upgrades to improve the fields, and that project resulted in the city receiving this prestigious award that recognized outstanding public works projects and programs. So congratulations once again to our Public Works Department on a successful project. Now let's talk about the budget. Fiscally, the city continues to enjoy a balanced operation budget of $12.7 million that provides for public safety, park programs, clean streets, and sidewalks. Now this is in despite of the egregious fact that the state took away the redevelopment agency and dissolved our redevelopment agency. As you may know, the redevelopment agency, our former agency, provided over $4 million annually to the city, which was used to develop parks, to improve our infrastructure, aid in retail development, make neighborhood improvements, increased our housing stock, and it was also used to assist our businesses, mainly with our facade program. Furthermore, these funds actually built this community center that we're sitting in today. Without these funds, many cities, including Lawndale, realized a significant loss in their ability to serve the community. However, this has not stopped the staff and the mayor and the council from prioritizing important programs and projects, and we are committed to serve our community at the same level, even with fewer resources. For the future, you can trust that the mayor and council will continue to balance its budget responsibly while providing the utmost level of service. The community, our seniors, our families, and our youth deserves our fiscal responsibility, and we will continue to deliver such. The mayor and council refuse to eliminate important programs and opportunities for our residents like we have seen in other communities. Now, with the youth being our future, I would like to focus the spotlight for a few minutes on the offerings that we have been provided to the children of Lawndale. In addition to the new playground equipment that we just mentioned, Lawndale has broken ground on the new Hogan Park project, which we anticipate opening it in August of this year, coupled with the development of a new park on Larch Avenue, which will be opening in 2016. Lawndale's youth and families will be able to have more places where they can enjoy time playing outdoors, staying healthy, and enjoying a family atmosphere. So that is good news to our community. This past year, our community service staff has offered approximately 240 different classes and programming areas for our youth and young adults. These classes range from martial arts to dance to gymnastics and music. Additionally, our staff has a wonderful drop-in system whereby the youth can stop in to play board games, tutoring, and take advantage of the computer lab. And coming soon, we will have a much-needed teen center, and that is going to be wonderful news for this community to have a teen center. Lawndale's well-known youth team sports program also flourished this year, with over 800 participating in our youth basketball and soccer leagues. Programming such as a Halloween Hunt, Angel Tree, Youth and Government Day, and our Youth Day Parade provide numerous opportunities for Lawndale's youth to get involved in the community. Now let's talk about our seniors. I am always proud to speak of the continued program that we offer our seniors, adult populations here in the city of Lawndale. Our senior programs are one of the best programs in the South Bay, and our programs attract other seniors from nearby communities to visit our fine town. With senior fitness classes, senior meals, and travel events, transportation services, tax preparation, and our Meals on Wheels programs. Now, oftentimes, these programs are actually staffed by volunteers. And we couldn't do it without our volunteers. I want to thank our staff and our volunteers for making our senior programs one of the most robust, one of the best in the South Bay. On the law enforcement front, the city continues to receive excellent service from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Under the direction of Captain Siaka, they're here somewhere, and Lieutenant John Hawkins, crime rate has continued the negative trend with a 5-year decrease in violent crime. That's down by 10%. We have not had a criminal homicide in this city in the last 2 years, and we continue to see a downward trend in burglary and auto theft. The Sheriff Department also continues to serve the community by addressing the quality of life issues with our special assignment teams. They have conducted neighborhood watch meetings, and they've also conducted 6 coffee with a cop meetings. If you ever been at McDonald's or some of our establishments, they're in there conducting coffee with a cop where they have the opportunity to get to know the members of our community and those who are patronizing our establishment here in the city of Lawndale. The Los Angeles County Fire Department also serves the city very well out of Fire Station 21. That fire station continues to be one of the busiest stations in the region. The fire department responded to nearly 1,700 rescues and emergency medical calls in 2014. That was an increase of 10% from the previous year. However, in 2014, Fire Station 21 responded to 39 fires. That was a decrease, which was good news, a decrease of 20% from the previous year. Please join me in thanking our public safety professionals for all the work that they do here in the city. We thank them for that. So in closing, you can see once again why I said earlier that the heart of the South Bay is still beating. While other cities are having various challenges, the city of Lawndale's, the pulse is still strong. We're still beating. And although we're a small city, we're a strong city. We're a city that continues to provide the levels of service unlike other cities. We get comments all the time from residents from neighboring cities of how we take care of our community, because our community is very well engaged, our residents are very well engaged, and they allow us to do the good things that we do. But we couldn't do it without our residents' buy-in, our residents' support. Lawndale has indeed, over the last year, has been very busy, and has the positive things we can look for in the future. I know that you would join me in thanking our staff and our volunteers for making this city run so effectively. I also want to thank all of our business partners, everyone here today, for having your business here in the city of Lawndale and for serving our community. Thank you for attending this event. Thank you once again. Thank you.